Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, due to an illness in the family, the Dace Man Dace has not occupied the Dace Man show today, and he has left it to the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, and a god among men. He is Brian Gibby Gibson.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Looks like I'll be taking over today. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Who knows? Who knows?
We'll be cancelled off this episode, I can just see it.
I know. God, I don't know why they handed me the keys. Phew. This is going to be a big train wreck right here.
I think so. I think it's gonna probably end up with loads of racial slurs, and we're probably going to even have Peter just angry at us for no reason. They attack everyone. They're just going to come after Gibby. That's
right. We're going to have to throw some animals out there, I guess. All right, so we got a lot of stories for you guys today, and I guess we can start out with the sports.
Sports. You follow sports?
Oh, man, and here we go. So, I'm pretty much a football guy, so we're pretty much going to talk solely about football this week.
It's football!
Yeah, football! So, we had an extra special day this week because of Thanksgiving. So, we had 3 Thanksgiving games. We had the Green Bay Packers versus the Lions, into which the Lions completely decimated the Packers. The Ravens won over the Steelers, and the Cowgirls unfortunately beat the Oakland Raiders. I actually watched all 3 games, and I still cannot believe the Cowboys pulled that one out. 2 different teams in that game, 2 different teams. Beginning of the game, Cowgirls were doing horrible, couldn't make a single pass. Second half, it was like, what happened? Because now they became the Raiders. They unfortunately squeaked it out. Any thoughts?
Football!
Do you even get football over there?
No.
Really? You don't get anything?
I get people.
Oh man, didn't they have don't they have like football games over there in Britain?
We have rugby, and the rugby guys call people who play American football pussies.
No, I thought that they played in, like, London Stadium or something. I thought they were playing, like, a couple games there.
Probably. I've not seen them.
Oh, my God. Come on, Burhan. You're supposed to be trying to become an American here. Whew.
I should be. If I come to the States, I'll be watching every football game known to man.
All right.
And I'll also be eating hot dogs and throwing stuff at people. Oof. American tradition, damn it.
Damn straight. All right, so we could go over here to Sunday. Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Browns. So that's 2 straight for them. They're actually starting to do pretty good here. The Vikings beat the Bears. Ouch.
The Bears.
Too bad Frank ain't here to actually witness one of their very little victories. The Colts beat the Titans 22-14. Eagles barely won 24-21. 49ers eked out the Rams 23-13.
Did they eat out the Rams?
Eked it out, man.
Eked it out. I thought you said eat out, because that's just... I was thinking they'll have a takeaway.
They might have.
That's cute.
Denver Broncos beat the Chiefs. Buccaneer Panthers. Oh my God! The Carolina Panthers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-6. Patriots won over the Texans 34-31. The Dolphins decimated the Jets 23-3. Falcons won 34-31. Bengals were victorious over the Chargers 17-10, and the New York Giants beat the division rival Redskins 24-17. And that wraps up all the Sunday games.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've got to give a shout out to Frankie, who's listening in at the moment. Hey, Frankie! I said I'll shout out to you. I'm shouting out. Hello!
We don't
from
do shout-outs here.
From me on the Gibby show. Oh, we should do shout-outs, Gibby. We have to appreciate our fans.
We do this.
What does the fox say?
The fox shout-out, okay? All right, and the last game for this week would be on Monday night. Seahawks destroyed the Saints 34-7. That was actually a complete shocker that they beat the Saints that bad. I've never seen Drew Brees play so bad. It's probably one of the worst games he's ever played. And that wraps up the NFL.
Yay! So the NFL is officially wrapped up for Christmas. It will be under a tree.
Sure, a lot of guys out there would love that. All right.
Apparently dinner's ready.
Always is, unfortunately. So we can go now to college football. Miracle Men, Chris Davis and Audubon beat Alabama. One of the biggest upsets in the Fiesta Bowl. They beat out the two-time defending champs Alabama by a kickoff return in the final seconds of the game. What? Very, very interesting ending. Apparently, Auburn, Chris Davis, the guy who basically returned it, has become a god on campus. Who would have ever thought? And people are basically giving him applause all around the school. And on top of that, some people are crazy. Apparently, this is a crazy rivalry, and people have actually died over this.
Really? Who died? Give me examples.
Andrea LaRose Brisley allegedly killed Michelle Shepard because she was basically making fun of the game and saying that basically she was kind of care, but she's basically making fun of Alabama because Auburn beat them.
Is it because Alabama are like really weird and they're inbreds?
No, well, when you get into college football, there are a lot of effing nuts out there, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of effing nuts. So, I mean, this is probably not the first and probably will not be the last murder caused by college football, unfortunately. Especially in these high rivalry games. You see a lot. You see it every year when there's a big upset like this. People go through stupid shit, eventually get locked up. Some people, this ain't the first death and murder I've heard of either. It's kind of scary if you actually think about it.
So remember, if you play college football, there's loads of death, murder, and loads of girlfriends getting killed because they laugh.
Exactly.
Kind of like Batman. Just saying.
That's right. You better be watching out. And actually, I do have another story about the NFL. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin was fined $100,000 by the NFL, and they're actually reviewing whether or not they should revoke some of his draft picks in the next possible draft due to his basically unsportsmanlike conduct on the field. So, very danger. Apparently, he walked out and was on the very edge of the field and actually caused the runner who was running the ball back to actually have to divert his trajectory towards the end zone, which then helped his defenders actually catch him before he got into the end zone. So that's actually the biggest fine next to Belichick when he was fined for $500,000 and lost an entire season over his basic not spying scandal. His what was that? The heads, whatever. What the hell is that thing called? Oh, it was the spying scandal. I thought it was the spying scandal.
So he was also in the
danger zone. They're all in the danger zone, unfortunately. Whew, God. And that wraps up sports. which I'm supposed to play this again.
You can do.
And it didn't play.
Sports. You follow sports?
Sports. Just a reminder, any of you out there, you guys can gladly call in at 760-512-7247, and we'll talk whatever you want to talk about. I'll leave it up to you. But now it's time for Weird News with Gibby. Gibby!
Escalated quickly.
Boy, that did. First news story up is about a Canadian woman, Robin Crowley. Apparently, she thought she found a great deal for the new iPad Air. She bought one from her local Target during Black Friday, and when she got home, she opened it up, and needless to know, when she turned it on, it immediately signed in. So it didn't do any of the loading up screens and basically all those thousands of questions the new devices nowadays ask you in setting up your tablet. So upon further investigation, she realized that apparently she got somebody else's return iPod Air. And when she investigated further, she had over 200 some contacts and basically all of this lady's personal information all contained within this iPad. There must have been a mix-up somewhere, and she got everything. You gotta love that security, don't you?
Yep.
So she's in contact with Target, trying to basically figure out how to get a new iPad and trying to rectify a situation where how she got basically somebody else's life. Because if you actually think about some of the stuff you put on your tablet or on your electronic devices, you basically have everything on there. Right, Barham?
Yes, I have my porn on my tablet. If someone else got my porn, they'll be getting some freaky stuff. I mean, horses, bunny rabbits. Oh, I said too much. I mean, people.
Bunny rabbit porn, huh? That must be an interesting one. How's that go?
Bugs Bunny ain't got nothing on that, man. Lola Bunny all the way. That's some freaky bunny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
George Orwell's Animal Farm. There's a porno about it.
Really?
Yeah, it's on my iPad.
Wow. And we learn something new every day about Burhan. Every day.
My mind's a cesspool.
It is. It must be. Whew. So, college kid decided that he was going to try and make some money. So what he did was on ESPN's College Game Day, when ESPN goes to random schools to broadcast for their football games, he made a sign that said, "Hi, Mom, send." And then on there, underneath that, it had a QR tag and the Bitcoin emblem. And people in Reddit, somebody out there in Reddit decided he was going to enhance that QR tag and make it so that people could actually, I guess, scan it or use it. Not exactly sure how that QR tag thingy works, but basically it allowed them to get to his site and actually send him money. So apparently he got over $24,000 by just showing this sign. And I don't even know what to say to that one.
Well, if anyone wants to donate $24,000 to me, you can do by just clicking on the PayPal button on my site, nerdgenius.com, because I want money. And if you're stupid enough to give us a guy holding your sign your money, you're stupid enough to give me your money too. Daddy wants a new house.
I know, right? 24,000. All he did was just show a sign, and people just literally took it to the extreme.
Some people show their penises for less. I'm just saying.
How would you know that one?
I've shown my penis for less.
That must be exactly how it's done. All right.
Also, we have with us, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Travis Goss with us today. Travis, how are you?
All right, how about you guys?
Doing good.
Yes, we're doing amazing. We're just talking about me showing my penis for money.
Yeah.
Oh, I was sorry to tell you. I just heard that a little bit before you introduced me. Burhan, I gotta tell you, man, don't sell yourself short. Really. I mean,
That's what she said. That is what she said.
Wow. All right. Some of your friends and you guys share a lot of stuff, don't you?
I do. I show him my penis regularly on Skype, and I keep asking him if it's too small, and he just says, Burhan, as a friend, it is.
Well, at least he's being honest, you know. He's being honest.
But he's got some balls, let me tell you.
Okay, man, this is turning out to be a little interesting conversation right here.
This is a continuation from this past IGG's episode that was just littered with so many penis innuendos.
It was literally a phallic fest.
All right.
So I imagine I'm pretty sure we're gonna go beyond that at this point. So what be going on here?
We're just doing my weird news, talking about strange shit that happens in the world. Next story I have is Edward Williams decided that he was going to get into a fight with his brother over using what silverware to use for dinner. He stabbed him 26 times. 26 times because he disagreed with his brother about what silverware to use. What is wrong with the world today?
Okay, now
hey, you know what? I would have stabbed him 29 times. Get it right, man. It's got to be the proper silverware.
Exactly. I mean, you can't screw around with the silverware. You can't.
You get stabbed, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll show you how it's done in the hood.
Did he stab him with a table knife?
Most likely. He probably stabbed him with whatever was easily readable. Either that or a fork. Or maybe a spoon. You never know.
You know what he said to him? He goes, you call that a knife? Or this is a knife? And then he replied, no, that's a spoon. And he goes, die!
Well,
that's how you play knifey spoony.
For the good news, none of his injuries were life-threatening, so it could have easily been a spoon.
Knifey spoony.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's going to happen around today?
Imagine if someone just said death by spork.
Spork? Oh, my God. That would actually be pretty interesting. I would like to see that video.
I sporked his ass.
It's one way of taking out your enemy, right?
Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up to someone and just spork him in the ass.
Oh, man. All right.
La, la, la.
So, story happens by the U.S. Customs and Border Control outside of San Diego. Monday, they arrested two guys who allegedly showed up claiming the prize. Here the prize is a couple days prior, the drug cartels flew a bi-wing or a propellered wing plane low and dropped 262 pounds of 262 pounds of pot, basically into a field. But unfortunately, the two guys that tried to claim it, I guess, didn't get there before the Border Patrol did, and they seized all the merchandise. So then 2 days later, they decided to show up at the police station, claiming that the pot was theirs and wanted it back.
That's what you do. You go to the police stations, tell them you want pot back, and then they beat your ass.
I feel like Americans getting smarter. What do you guys think? Very smarter.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, really?
Fucking bullshit!
That's what I say.
Oh, man. So an Australian man's lip unfortunately had to be sewn back on after a little young lady decided to bite his lower lip off.
Oh yeah, baby, bite my lip. Bite it very nicely for daddy.
Apparently this happened at Oktoberfest and
Oktoberfest.
And apparently the patron was pestering I don't even know what they call these, I call her a waiter, but I probably got a fancy name for her. But she apparently did not take kindly to his antics and beat him up with her fist for a little while before biting off his lower lip.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it, you sexy bitch.
Apparently that's how he likes it, man.
That's how I like it, isn't it true, Travis?
Yeah, and I've had my lips sewn on very many times by Burhan's deeds. Anyways,
yes.
This question, did she by chance miss her Midol? I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think of.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I would never let her go near there. That would be a nightmare for me. She bit your lip off. Imagine what she would do to your Johnson. Mr. Johnson would just go pick-a-boo.
Ouch.
You turn Mr. Johnson to Miss Johnson and in one bite.
Exactly. She probably thought it was a gobstopper.
Maybe.
They change colors and flavors.
Very much, very much.
Oh my God! I mean, did it say exactly what he did to her? I mean, she couldn't have just had her period and all of a sudden she had decided to bite his lip off. I mean, what the hell?
Apparently he was what they call it, giving her lip. Obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And I guess I would almost say slapping her rear end and stuff like that. Yeah. So pretty much what happened.
Yeah, it's a dog. He likes it. He likes to smack that ass.
Yeah. So apparently that equals let me bite your lip off.
Well, speaking of bitten lips, we have with us for a limited time Miss Nikki Mills. Nikki, how's it going?
I suppose I should say good. Sorry
Well,
if I sound really weird. I have like some kind of cold or some shit.
Well, at least you're not as bad as that guy who got his lip bitten off.
Yeah, really.
What
By
happened?
his girlfriend. Go on, Gibby, explain. We need to elaborate for the lady.
Alright, so Oktoberfest, Germany. A waitress basically bit a patron's lip off.
I'm not surprised. This is Germany.
Okay. Alright.
You know stuff about Germany.
Yeah.
I've been to Germany and Austria, and it's a lovely place, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to offend any German listeners, but you guys are crazy as fuck.
Well, Germany is also the home of 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, it's a magical place that nobody's going to ever understand, so I'm not surprised.
It's a tiny, tiny world. It's a tiny, tiny world.
Wow. Alright, next story. A Tennessee high school teacher was set on fire by one of her students.
Fire.
She turned her back to the class and was writing on the board, and one of her 15-year-old male students decided to set her hair and shirt ablaze with a lighter that he had.
Oh.
And then, as all the other students in the classroom went to her rescue to try and put out the blaze, he threw the lighter out the window and took off. Needless to say, it did not take cops long to find the student, considering everyone in the room knew who he was.
It was that little shit right there. He's probably going to go home and get a beating.
You never know.
So remember the question we were asked before Nikki came on if America was getting smarter. That just proves right there we are still far from being smart.
I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds genius to me. She turned her back. That's an obvious prime opportunity to take advantage.
So
I don't know who's smarter, though, the kid or the teacher.
But here's the thing. If he was smart about it, he could have actually just went into class and disguised himself, then set her on fire. But no! He decided to be a dumbass and go in there looking like he usually does and sets the teacher on fire. What's the matter, kid? Did you flunk your test? Was that why? Aww.
I think she didn't want to sleep with him. That was the problem.
Yeah. I mean, she was only 23, so
that's what Gibby does.
Quite been. Hey, that's not harsh enough. Okay.
Okay.
Not harsh enough. You gotta break their knees. All right.
Now we know a bit more about Gibby's relationships.
That's right.
Break the knees and bite the lips off.
Oh my God.
Suzette Hall was arrested. She was running an alleged topless barber shop where she would basically offer topless hairstyling services in northern Colorado. She faces criminal charges, but not because she was doing it topless. No, she's facing charges because she did not have a license to practice cosmetology. First off, why do you need a license to cut somebody's hair?
Well, you know what we should do? We should do a bottomless barber shop, but all I'm saying is, Travis, don't run with those scissors.
Gotcha. Well, the reason why
cut something off.
Yeah, we're going back to the Johnson thing. Anyway, no. Here's the reason they have a license to practice cosmetology is in case if so that way they're insured. First of all, there's a proper way to explain this. So that way they are not only do they know what they're doing and everything, and they're reputable, but also so that way in case if something does happen while they're working, to make a long story short, they'd be taken care of. It's like having a license, basically. Like having a driver's license. It's showing that you know how to operate, your motor vehicle. And the same way with cosmetology, you know how to operate all this other stuff. And basically, you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's an official license, is what it is.
I feel like some people need that to operate a computer.
I hear you. I feel the same way. Sometimes I think I need some sort of license to operate a Wii controller, but that's just me, of course.
I know, those things are tricky.
Yeah. Waggle! I hate Waggle.
How many TVs were hurt? Okay, how many TVs were hurt by a Wii remote? And people unqualified to operate them.
Travis, there's so many YouTube videos, and all I can say is look at those buffoons and laugh at their faces because they're so stupid to not have used the wrist strap. Shame on you!
Nikki's apparently awfully pretty quiet today.
Sorry, I sound really bad.
Alright, well that's Yev Gibby's news.
Gibby! Boy, that escalated quickly.
All right, and that brings us up to celebrity news. And I don't think, do we have an intro clip for that? Because I don't see one. So
I can do one. Celebrity news! Celebrity news with Gibby! There you go.
We're just gonna. All right, we're just gonna go with it.
Christ.
Boo! Thank you.
There we go. So pretty much the thing that's been dominating celebrity news for the past couple days is Paul Walker's death. For those of you who have been living under a rock and have missed the news, Paul Walker is now dead because he thought he was too fast, too furious, and allowed his companion to drive his Porsche and crash it into a big ball of metal. According to doctors, he didn't die actually from the crash. He actually died from the fire. But
that's gotta suck ass.
Yeah. So it's a sad, sad day. Is now what will ever happen to Fast and Furious 7?
The one thing that I just want people to understand is he was a good actor. He was a great human being.
I don't think he's that great of an actor.
Please stop making him out to be an Academy Award winner. Yes, we understand, peeps. You know, a guy, a very amazing person passed on.
Agreed. I don't see him definitely
I've
not
only
being
seen like 2 of the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah,
wow.
You know, he hasn't done. He's had a very extensive career, but in a sense, he hasn't done much in terms of like.
What else has he done?
Apart from the Fast and Furious movies, he hasn't really done that much that's grossed a load of money in movies. In terms of box office, I haven't seen him in roles that should have been nominated for awards, so to speak. But in a sense, as a human being, that's a different story. There's been news stories going on about him buying wedding rings for a couple who was shopping for rings at the store. He walks in and he actually bought their rings for them. No questions asked. He offered to do it. He's done loads of charitable donations. The one thing that led to his car accident, he was actually going to a charitable fundraising gig that he put together for the Philippines. So you can show what kind of a human being this guy was. But stop with the whole Academy Award. It always happens. When someone passes on, everyone starts going on about the fact that they should have won an Oscar or they were amazing at this and how fabulous they were at that.
Yeah, I mean that's almost the same though with painters. Like they can't sell anything and they're basically living poor. But as soon as they die, oh my God, those paintings they have are worth millions.
Trust me, he wasn't poor. He was.
I know. I'm just trying to say, but they always with their fame and stuff. It just seems like when somebody dies like that, it's just, oh my God, this person should basically they hold him up to more of a pedestal basically because he died.
I agree.
I don't get it, but it's what it is.
But again,
I know that he has.
Well, the one thing I will say is remember him, and also remember I think the guy's name was Ian Russell. His his friend.
They just keep saying friend.
Guys, remember him as well, because in the end, it's not just about Paul Walker; it's about both those guys, and it's a shame. It's pretty much a shame that these guys lost their lives in such a horrendous way as well. And a lot of guys have been saying to me as well how ironic this is, and there's a huge load of irony in it. I don't understand why they were going that fast and how the accident caused such. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered. So we're probably going to be getting a lot into this later on in terms of finding out what actually happened. But again,
there's a lot of speculation about it because people were saying that they were racing and things like that, and even his father came out and said he's not a street racer and stuff like that. But I mean, I can't see him from at least what has been published about him actually being like that, because he seems much more caring father and loving person than to really be out there in the street racing around basically like an idiot.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. And again, from everybody at Mega Powers Radio, Fanboys Anonymous, we just want to send our condolences out there to the family and know that our thoughts are with them in this trying time. It's just, it's hard. Losing someone like that, it's extremely hard.
It is. And thing, too, about Paul Walker is he has a movie, an independent movie coming out later on this month, and I can very well imagine how well that's going to be doing now since he's passed on. I mean, I'm sure he did a fantastic job, and I might check it out myself. But the thing is, going back to that accident, I was watching the news last night, and they said that they weren't really going that fast. They were going like maybe about 40 miles per hour. And what might have happened is they just lost control of the car.
I mean,
there's got to be more to it.
I mean, I can see that because a lot of them high-performance cars like that, I mean, I don't know if this one's the same way, but normally they're four-wheel drive, and they have a shit ton of power on them, and I've seen people, like, lose controls just hitting the gas pedal because they'll just start spinning the wheels. So, I mean, I can even see that them losing control of it pretty easily, especially if the guy driving, if that was, like, the first time he's ever driven it and had no idea what the hell he was doing. Because, I mean, it is definitely a different animal to control a sports car when it is to drive like an everyday clunker.
Kind of goes back to the 70s when they had these small cars called Gremlins. And they had, and those things were easily combustible because if you were to rear end them, the thing would automatically turn into a ball of fire.
Yeah, a lot of the motor cars, the gas tanks weren't placed in the brightest of spots, so easily punctured.
So that could have been what happened as well, but they're still investigating. So
yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot more news coming out about that, especially since he's pretty much well known for the Fast and Furious series, and I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be coming out 7.
They're working on it right now, and he already filmed some of his scenes.
So that'll actually that's probably gonna like be a crazy hit, especially if they actually use some of his scenes in it. But we'll see. Alright, let's go to the next story. And this one is about rapper The Game. The Game is raising money to pay for a funeral for a 7-year-old boy killed during a shooting in LA last week. It is basically a crime that is suspected to be gang-related, and he's trying to basically help stop the city's gangs and help. He's basically trying to clean up the city, which I kind of find kind of noble.
That is kind of ironic, isn't it, though?
Exactly.
The fact that
I was going to say that, yeah. It's noble, but it's very ironic, because you figure a lot of rappers, that's like what they cling to.
That's like his whole career is based on gangster rap.
I agree. I mean, I'm just saying what he's doing. I mean, his actions are speaking right now. So he says he's trying to basically help the rival gangs, like I guess make a truce, and it's the Crips and Bloods and whatever else is out there nowadays. Because I have no idea. Sorry to all you other gang members out there. I didn't say your gang name. I'm probably gonna die in a car fire. But
too soon.
It's just crazy when you see something like that. Which, I mean, even then, I mean, he's like a gang rapper and all that stuff, and it's even getting to him to where he feels like he's got to do something. I mean, that's to me saying something, personally.
I kind of remember back in the time when rap was good and wasn't all the sort of horse shit that you listen to in rap music, and I'm sorry, all the rap videos look the same.
Nikki, rap for us.
I'm not fucking rapping for you guys.
Why not?
Because I can't rap.
Beatbox for us, then.
I can't do that either. I can barely whistle. What makes you think I can beatbox?
Go on, Travis. Show us some. I'll lay a beat out for you, Travis. Go on, rap for us.
Do it.
I can beatbox. I can't rap.
Gibby. Go on, Gibby.
I could just rhyme the same word like everyone else does. Word.
Go on.
It's all about the word.
Worldwide.
Going around the block. Who would have known? I would have been here. Talking about the game. Yeah.
Please, Chris, come back.
We missed you.
Where the fuck is he?
Apparently he's getting his anus replaced.
I locked him in the basement and threw away the key. Didn't you see? Didn't you see the memo? I'm taking over. No?
I called in for 15 minutes last week, and Sam was interrupting everything, and the call stopped working. So I probably missed that.
That was because I just hit him over the head with the shovel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Don't worry about that. He may be fine. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I haven't fed him yet, so I'm sure he's getting a little restless. But we're okay. We're okay. All right?
Okay.
Say anything, and you'll be joining him, okay?
A very special moment on the Chris Day Show.
It's Gibby Show. Gibby.
Oh.
I'm taking over. All right. Drake has made a big shoe deal with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has agreed to make a commemorative or whatever the heck they call them nowadays shoe for Drake in his what the heck is his Air Jordan line? Ooh. So everyone's going to be running out to try and get these shoes again. And if I remember correctly, last time this happened, my brother made me wait in line in a store for several hours in the morning, waiting before the store even opened up to buy these stupid shoes that we didn't even get. Because they decided they were just going to raffle them off. Even though there was a line. And they told nobody this. It was crazy. So I did cry. I was like, this is stupid. This is the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. But I did something that day. I went out. Yay!
My question is, will they pump up?
Well, it's not just basketball shoes. I don't even know if they do that anymore. I don't even comprehend this.
I never cared for Drake, but anyways, good for him. Yeah, I'm very motivated to go buy some.
My thing is, I know he did one with Eminem not that long ago. He seems to be like taking rappers and stuff like that. Like, is he done anything for like anything else other than rappers and just decides to make a shoe and let them design it? Well,
I want a Michael Burhan shoe.
They say they designed it, but I have a feeling they just maybe color it or something.
I want a Michael Burhan shoe made by some kid in Korea.
And then they just make a limited edition of it, only make so many, and then sell it for fucking... There's a shoe that my brother was trying to get. They were selling for over $300 for a pair of shoes.
So then we could buy a pair of my shoes. They're limited edition because I've worn them. And if he gives me $100 for them, that'll be fine.
I don't get it. Like, is that like really their business model now? Is just make these one-offs and just sell them for a shit ton of money for whoever's popular at the moment?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay. Now that I know this business plan, I think we need to go, guys, because I need to go and just make a random shoe and just sell it and just only make like 3 of them. I'll get $1 million from each one, right?
We should do a Dace Man show shoe.
We should.
You can actually go to Converse.com and design your own shoes.
That's a lot of work, though.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
What's the site name?
Huh? What?
What's the site name?
Star name.
He wants you to plug the site. Plug the site.
Oh, yeah. Definitely plug Converse.com. Yeah, and definitely go to that website and make our own Chris Day shoes, or even any other shoes that were created on MegaPowersRadio.com. That would not be a bad idea, really.
No, not really. Especially considering, Burhan, you've been making T-shirts for your I Got Gameplay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to have the I Got Gameplay Converse sneaks?
I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to go out to Converse.com, find out how much they're going to cost, and I will get them. By the way, just to interrupt you just for a little bit in your news, I've got a bit of funny news going on at the moment.
Funny?
Now, yeah. Well, kind of, I don't know if it's half funny, if it's disturbingly funny, but we'll see. A group of children didn't quite get to the Disney film they were expecting after a cinema accidentally showed a trailer for a sexually explicit movie, Nymphomaniac.
Yes!
Horrified parents at the cinema in Tampa, Florida, in the U.S., reportedly covered their children's eyes, with others made a swift move towards the exit as the clip for Lars von Trier's art house sex film was played out. Lynn Green, who had taken her grandchildren to see Disney animation Frozen, said there were some technical difficulties delaying the start of the film so that the theater played another cartoon. However, A teaser for the film described as the most explicit to ever be shown in mainstream cinemas was screened instead. They put the filler...
Isn't that the movie with Shia LaBeouf and Uma Thurman coming up this month?
Wow.
I don't know, but apparently it's starring a girl called Mia Goth, and she looks like she's having an orgasm on the poster.
Yeah, yes. I've seen a bunch of photos of that. Shia LaBeouf and Uma Thurman are in that too, and it comes out this Christmas.
Maybe they're having their own orgasms as well. They put it in filler. It looked like Steamboat Willie, apparently. There probably was some Willie in it. The old Mr. Mouse costume. And all of a sudden, it goes into the other scene. Mrs. Green told Mr. Fox at Tampa Bay, it seems like forever when you're trying to, cover your little girl's eyes. I didn't have enough hands to cover the ears, too, and get the sound down real good. You're talking, a PG-rated movie, and all of a sudden, an R-rated scene up there for little children. My concern is there should be safeguards in place. That doesn't seem to happen.
Wow.
So, all I'll say, Mrs. Green, for everybody in that cinema right now, I agree with you. I say, someone please think of the children.
Sam and I actually are going to go see the movie when it comes out. It's not supposed to be a porno. It's supposed to be rated R in theaters worldwide, type of thing.
But would you take your kids to see that? I'm just.
I would. Why not?
Yeah, hell, sure, whatever.
They need to learn eventually. Why not make it now?
That's how I'm going to give the birds and the bees talk. I'm going to sit them down and take them to that movie. Let's go, kids.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
But I was thinking, though, you can give the kids the birds and the bees talk when they're old enough. Fuck it, just show them a porno for Aunt Jeremy,
Oh, my God. We want to teach them about sex, not scar them for life. That guy's like a fucking gorilla with a fucking 9-inch dick. That is not sex. That is torture.
Well, I know. I think the ladies seem to like it.
They do.
It's because they're getting paid.
Hey, I don't care, man. As long as I'm seeing some good shit, I don't give a fuck.
So did Sam a nice round 2 inches?
Who? My boyfriend?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like you like them big, so it can't be much bigger than that.
She's gonna punch you in the face, Gibby. I can just see
I'm going to be in New Jersey for all of Christmas break, and I will find you, and I will kill you.
Another special moment on the Chris Day Show.
That moment happens way too often.
Yes.
Oh, man. All right.
Okay, where do we go from here?
I know, right? Oh, man. All right. Mayor Tom Tate. That's right, Tate.
Tom Tate.
He decided that he was going to issue a statement to Beiber after he decided to tag one of his city's what the hell are they? Hotels? I guess you would call them?
Hostels?
Yeah, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. So he told him, you better come here and clean up my city, or
I'll piss on your face.
Or you can come and sing at my my Christmas event. One or the other. Gave him an ultimatum, guys. Sounds like he's just trying to get him to sing at his Christmas event. Because you all know, Beiber ain't cleaning shit. Dead space. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I got nothing because I think Justin Bieber is a waste of oxygen. I'm just saying.
I love Justin Bieber. I jizz on his face
Okay.
regularly.
Ouch. I can see that happening, though. You're crazy enough to. You're crazy enough to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, any man that would piss in a bucket is someone that I love.
I'll piss in a bucket for you, Burhan.
Ooh.
Oh,
I stopped taking the kid seriously whenever he said that rape happens for a reason.
It does.
Too.
Especially when you're Justin Bieber.
Yeah, exactly.
The amount of people that are probably going to rape him one day.
He rapes my eardrums every time I land on a pop radio station. One of his songs are playing.
Oh, baby.
And whenever he went to that museum of like Anne Frank and wrote in the guest book, I would like to think that Anne Frank would have been a believer.
She would have been. She would have been.
She would have been.
She would have been.
I think she'd probably be more of a One Direction person.
God, I fucking hate music today.
I go One Direction.
Yeah?
Yep, straight for the hole. Bob, bob, bob.
Whoop, whoop. Alright, so that's the end of my celebrity news. Anyone else got any other celebrity stuff they'd like to share?
Yes.
Oh, God. Not you.
Yes, I have. Wonder Woman.
Oh,
God,
I've seen this.
On various sites, including fanboysanonymous.com, that we have a new Wonder Woman. Her name is Gal Gadot. She is apparently Iranian. Doesn't really look Iranian. Looks kind of Englishy.
How did I know you were going to bring that up?
Now, after last summer's announcement of Superman and Batman crossover movie, many began to wonder if a third member of DC's Trinity, Wonder Woman, would make it to the big screen debut. Today, DC settled that speculation, formally announcing that Fast and Furious franchise star Gal Gadot will be Wonder Woman in the upcoming untitled Superman and Batman film. And there's a nice little picture here with her and her boobs out. Now, interesting, DC made a point in press release stating that Gadot will play both Diana Prince and Wonder Woman. While casting gives us a name, there will certainly leave plenty of room for speculation over appearance, of what Wonder Woman will look like. Her costume changes, of course, in the last couple of years, and also a recent revamp by J. Michael Straczynski, that Wonder Woman Odyssey, and then again the New 52 reboot. So we'll get to figure exactly what she's doing, what's happening, and how good that's going to be. So there you go, guys. I'm not going to actually post a link for the pic on the Dace Man show because I don't want people banning me. But I will post one here for the Skype chat so Travis can have a nerdgasm. There you go, Travis.
Oh, thank you very much. She's okay.
Save it for later,
looking.
champ. Save it for later.
She's not that bad. It's okay, I suppose. Yeah.
But I will say this, and I have to. It's going to be part of our douchebag of the week, and I've decided what our douchebag of the week is going to be.
All right. Well, we have a caller on the line. I'm going to attempt to put him through.
Go for it.
Hello, caller.
I let you guys take over my podcast, and that's what you talk about?
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. And you're supposed to be locked in my basement.
Locked in your basement? I don't think so.
I think so.
I was just calling in to see how bad you were doing.
Trainwreck.
And how many viewers we've lost this week because of you.
Let's actually check. I will
one.
check how many viewers we do have.
You are my only.
It's probably
we have
me.
no viewers. But how many listeners
I'm your.
do we have?
Okay, so I'm not even viewing. That sucks.
Let's see how many
these numbers are going to be
we actually
terrible. We're getting
have on the
canceled.
show.
We are getting canceled.
I'm pretty sure it's already canceled. Don't worry.
Well, you keep
we've
on
actually
trucking.
got 6 listeners in.
I got to go. Have fun. Bye.
We have 6 listeners in and one live caller.
And
6 listeners.
And all 6 of us are here. Okay. Or no, there's only 5 of us here. 4 of us. 3 of us. I can't do
Yeah,
math.
but we don't count as the listeners.
Oh, well, I feel sorry. I meant thank you for for listening to this great show we have here for you today.
Okay, I've officially stopped listening now.
I know. I'm so bad at this.
Okay, should we go to the douchebag of the week? I think we should.
If you want. If you want to go to the douchebag, hell. Let's
You're our
go.
host, Gibby. You're our host.
Oh, that's right. I gotta click buttons. God.
Exactly.
Why? Who made me the host? That's my only question.
Dace.
Is that really a smart move on Dace's part?
You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give the douchebag of the week to Marvel Studios and DC. Why? Because you're putting too many freaking characters in your movies. For God's sake, the Amazing Spider-Man, we have found out that he's going to be facing 3 different villains.
Only
including
3?
Rhino, including who's the one that Jamie Foxx is playing? Forgotten what his name is. Anyone? No.
I don't even know who Jamie Foxx is.
Black Lightning. I don't care what he is. Shocker or whatever the heck his name is. And also, there's going to be a reveal for Norman Osborn being the Goblin. You've got too many people in one movie. You can space these characters out and lead up to a bigger thing. What the hell happened to story and plot? I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, guys. Seriously. DC now, you're overloading Batman versus Superman to Batman versus Superman versus Wonder Woman versus freaking Justice League versus Flash versus someone's crotch. I don't understand it. It's getting stupid. You guys need to tone it down a little bit. Don't rush your audience. You can fit all these characters in. Just give us a proper build. You knew it worked with the Avengers. It can work with everything else. Give it time. Give it a break. And for fuck's sake, breathe. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my douchebag of the week.
You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
So you're not a fan of the Expendables style movie, huh? Just throw all the main characters in?
If it's done well, I don't mind it. I think the Avengers was done well. You had a nice little build towards that. And the fact is with this, it doesn't look like it's going to be done well because you're debuting Batman, who should be the central focus of attention, should be Superman and Batman. As it, Cavill and Affleck. Then you're adding more characters to it. You're just going to over-dilute this movie, and it's going to turn from being a Superman-Batman movie to a Justice League movie.
League!
You know, it's just silliness. Do you agree with me, Nikki, or do you think I'm wrong?
I mean...
Deadpool's going to be in it.
Oh, yeah.
For as much as I love Deadpool, they are starting to get pretty excessive with all of their content. It's like, you need to chill with the amount of people that they're trying to bring into one movie, and they like rush them. It's not even like a progression. It's just boom, oh, the movie's done. We just saw like 6 different characters in under an hour. So
exactly, I agree with you totally on that one. The thing is, they've shown that they can do slow builds with the Iron Man movie, then with the Captain America movie, and a Thor movie, and the Hulk movie, and then the Avengers movie. Right? They managed to build them all in, and then do a movie, and then they just seem to just rush it, and it's.
Maybe they don't want to be like them though, the Avengers. They don't want to. They want to be their own thing. They want to do it their own way. Okay, they don't want to be a copycat. They want to do it their way, or the highway. And I think, Burhan, you are, my friend, you're on the highway.
Well, they can run me over then, because as far as I'm concerned, and I can reveal this now because there's nothing coming of it, I actually spent 3 weeks pitching a Green Lantern reboot to Warner Brothers Studios.
How'd that go?
It went well. The problem is I believe they're going to be going in another direction, which is they're going to be turning it into a series of TV movies, which has just recently been announced, that they're doing with Justice League characters from the DC universe. So look at fucking Green Lantern to be packaged with those. David S. Goyer is penning it because apparently now he's God. I don't like it. I had a great setup for it, and I will be telling people my pitch eventually down the road of what I decided I wanted to do with it. It was a good pitch. I had a scriptment ready for them, which is like a combination of a treatment and a script that goes through the story from stage 1 to the 3rd movie. So there you go. Thanks, Warner, for the time. They were great people. The conversations were great. Had a few Skype calls from them about it. Spoke to a few guys on DC's end as well about what we could do with the character. And everything did seem like a set for a go, but I think it's just because I'm the lower guy on the totem pole. So once I make something that people are talking about, I think I'll probably get more notice then. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there you go.
Tell us how you really feel about it.
If I told you how I really felt, I think Warner Bros. Would probably never talk to me again. So I'd rather like to keep that contact open.
Oh man, so you're a little butthurt about that?
I'm kind of butthurt about it, yeah. Just a little bit.
A little bit, okay.
A little bit. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's... I love Green Lantern. It's one of my favourite comic books, you know, in comparison to the Batman character. And to see the fact that the first movie was a steaming pile of shit shows a testament to how people actually know the character. And I think I could have done wonders with it. But oh well.
Burhan, I believe in you. I believe in you, Burhan.
Should believe me. You should believe in me.
Got us, we're pretty butthurt about it.
Yes, I am.
That's right. Just a little butthurt about it.
So, should we go to our top 5?
Yeah, sure. Top 5.
So, I'm trying to find the top 5 soundboard.
Oh.
Top 5.
There you go.
For the big dog.
I know. I'm good.
Okay, ladies and gents, and going into that, because we've been talking about comic book characters and DC and Marvel properties, let's do our top 5 comic book characters.
Okay.
So we'll start with you, Gibby.
Oh my god, top 5 comic book characters. I think we might have a problem here, because I don't do comic books.
Okay, Nikki?
I can guess your number 1. I can guess your number 1.
I'm gonna do... my number 1 is going to be my number 1, but the other ones aren't going to be in any particular order because I can't think of anything. Number 5, probably Green Arrow. Number 4, I'm going to have to go with Batman. Number 3,
Daredevil.
No.
Why not?
Because he's blind. Is that why?
Yeah, why not? That way she can't see how ugly you are.
Number 3, fuck.
How about Kick-Ass? Kick-Ass is a good character. Huh?
Yeah.
How about Wolverine?
I want to go with Hit Girl.
Hit Girl? Who the heck is that?
Okay.
I wish we could boot him off, but we can't. He's actually hosting this.
Yes! You can't stop me.
You just mentioned Kick-Ass, and you don't know who Hit Girl is.
I don't know anything. I never even watched the movie.
I think he's on drugs.
Yeah. Number 2, probably Nightcrawler, because I really like Nightcrawler.
Oh, he's good.
And number 1 would be Deadpool.
Gee, who could guess that?
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
No, I will say I love Deadpool too. I think he's really cool. I really wish they'd make a standalone movie, but who knows? Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. You never.
Well, apparently he's going to be part of the X-Force movie. But anyway, let's go to you, Travis. Give us your top 5.
Oh, top 5. Let's see here. I should have been thinking about this. Didn't think I was going to be called upon. Okay, well, let's see. Number 5. We'll say The Flash. It's pretty cool. He's right fast and everything.
Sorry.
No problem. For Spider-Man. 3, I'd say Superman. I'm sorry. I mean, Man of Steel looks okay, but let's see. Number 2, I'll say Batman for this one. And number 1 is actually from Watchmen. Of course, I'm talking about Rorschach.
Okay, awesome. For me, we'll do them in no particular order. Number 1, I would say Spider-Man. Huge fan of Spider-Man, one of my favourite characters of all time. Peter Parker, of course. I don't mind watching this whole Doc Ock thing unravel, but it's getting old. Number 2, I would go with Captain America, aka Steve Rogers. The movies have really started making him one of my favourite characters. Number 3, Wolverine. The best there ever was at what he does. Number 4, Green Lantern, of course. And number 5, the goddamn Batman.
The goddamn Batman.
The goddamn Batman.
Why is he damned?
Because he's so goddamn fine.
Goddamn. Okay.
Oh.
And by the way, Frankie, you're listening to this. The best. She actually says the same thing that I do. The best Batman in the world was Michael Keaton.
Yes, I
Hands
agree.
down.
If you say so.
Suck it, Bale.
Oh, man. So I guess that pretty much ends it.
It
Unless anyone
does.
else has got anything else to say.
Well, should we go for the plugs? Should we give everybody the plugs? We'll start with Nikki because she's probably busy doing her thing.
Well, the only thing I'm doing right now, the only thing I'm able to do right now is be on the Dace Man show weekly because I'm kind of computerless right now, and Sam only lets me use his computer every once in a while. So Skype on the iPhone. But you can catch me on here every Wednesday night. Follow me on Twitter. It's _NMills. And I do have a Tumblr. It's voteforsatan.tumblr.com. It is not safe for work, so I would not be looking at that while you're sitting at your desk or whatever fucking shit you do.
I did, and I was fired.
Wait, what?
know.
I did, and I was fired.
Cans immediately.
I looked at my kids' school, and they just don't want me going near a computer ever again.
I know. What is
or
with
the school. So I'm just looking at a Tumblr.
Mhm.
Poor me.
I know. Mm.
Okay.
Right. Is that it, Nikki?
I don't know. Are you guys really that interested in my life?
All right,
Yes,
we're
I
done,
am.
Nikki.
Huh?
Travis, you got anything to plug?
Oh, yeah. I have quite a few things, so I'll make it very quick.
All right, thank you, Travis.
God,
God, you're such an ass cunt.
He's saying a lot of stuff, man. Damn.
Okay.
She said the C word. Is that allowed?
Why not? It's the internet. You can say anything you want on the internet.
Oh, it's got to be true then, right?
Yeah. So, okay. You can find me here at MegaPowersRadio.com on Tuesday nights, where I co-host with Craig Kellerman and Michael Payton, and it is Geek Speak. And on this past Tuesday, we had the great Mario versus Sonic debate. If you want to listen to who won, go check out the archives if you missed the episode. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about all things Lord of the Rings.
Yeah! Can I be on it?
It's sure, why not? I mean, just talk to Peyton about it.
Fucking love Lord of the Rings.
Great.
All right, continue.
I'll let you guys know
Loves
what
hairy
I think.
little hobbit men. That's what she's with
sound.
Sam.
She sounds a little bothered. She sounds a little bothered by that. Better be watching out, man. You might just jump on something.
I might have to take my spot, Nikki, because you seem to love it more than I do. But that's okay. That's fine. But anyways, that's coming up Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And on Saturday nights, I am on I Got Gameplay with our good buddy here, Michael Burhan. And this Saturday night, what's the topic that's going to be agreed upon? Have we decided on topic?
Yes, we have. We actually we've done a topic that was discussed between myself and another one of our ITG hosts, Zach Latour, who's suggested that we should do online gaming communities. So it's actually quite funny because the World of Warcraft movie has been announced.
Yes, it has.
And a British actor, Robert Kaczynski, who's known for his roles in EastEnders and being the uptight Australian person in the Pacific Rim, is doing the World of Warcraft movie. So we're going to be talking about online gaming communities, and we're going to have a special guest on that. And we're looking at maybe getting a special guest in to talk about it as well. Who'll be a Magic the Gathering player. Zach knows him, so we're going to get that on there as well. And soon, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to announce what dates yet, but we will be having a special guest coming on the show. He's John GameStar, a.k.a. GameStar81, is going to be on I Got Gameplay. We will announce details of that very soon, and we will have returning as well for a special Valentine's Day episode, Rob Man with his lovely wife Tam, and they will be talking about couples gaming. So make sure, guys, that you check those out.
Me and Sam should be on that.
You are going to be on that. I was suggesting that you guys be on that as well, because remember, guys, the couples that game together stay together.
That is so true.
That is so true. And as always, guys, as well, this week's show, we've got loads of great content coming through. So if you want to buy an I Got Gameplay t-shirt, you can do by going to our various I Got Gameplay stores. Join us up with facebook.com/I Got Gameplay, fanboysanonymous.com, nerdgenius.com, and for a very special announcement, I will be hosting this Friday's Retro Unlim live videocast with a bunch of great Brits who will be working with me on that as well. If you haven't checked out what Retro Unlim is, you should go and have a look. We've got Erica, we've got Stephen, we've got Dave, we have the Console Snob as well, and also one of my favourite shows, Retrospective Perspective by a gentleman named Halfbit, and all these characters are going to be on this week's Retro Unlim livecast. We're going to link that to my profile on the IGG page, so you guys should check that out. And this Job for Hire episode 3 will be debuting next week. I know it's been heavily delayed. If you are looking for your This Job for Hire fix, you can check out my lovely Star Wars audition, where I auditioned for a part in episode 7. So there you go, guys. And thank you for supporting us here on the Dace Man Show and Mega Powers Radio, because every week is a Mega Powers week, and you make sure that you guys tune in for that.
Okay. And I just had a couple more things. What was that?
Achieve it.
Okay. All right. But anyways, I was going to say I've got a couple of things I was going to plug here.
Plug away.
Okay. And I also host a couple of shows on YouTube. I host Rose-Colored Reviews, a show where I take a look at classic TV shows, video games, and movies, and through rose-colored lenses, I see if they still stand the test of time. Holy crap, I got to work on that. And I'm working on an episode right now, and it's been a long time coming. I'm still working on it. It's my review of Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue. A really craptacular cartoon, and stay tuned for that. I'm in the process of getting that. I'm still working on it. And also I host a Let's Play channel on YouTube, and it's Rose-Colored Let's Play. And right now I am up to episode 3 of my Skull Monkeys episodes. And working on episode 4, and that's going to be coming your way this Thursday. And also find me on Facebook. It's www.facebook.com/rosecoloredreviews. I got a Twitter. It's TravisScott79. And I'm also part of fanboysanonymous.com. And you know what? I really miss Chris Dace.
Oh, yeah, and a big shout out to Frankie for listening in the show and getting me to, shout you out. I will continue shouting you out. She's a major Keaton fan. If you love Keaton out there, ladies and gentlemen, remember Michael Burhan is a fan of you.
There we go. Big fan, big fan.
You should be. Keaton is God.
And I guess I got to do my outros. Oh, God.
No, you don't.
So, like always, please email me at thedacemanshow@gmail.com. And I'd also like to thank you all for listening to what is probably one of our best shows on the Dace Man Show. Because obviously, Dace was not here. And please tune back in every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern and...
8 o'clock. Don't you mean 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, okay? A. 8 o'clock. So... And that's pretty much all I...